everyone, and welcome. I realized I forgot to introduce Ursa yesterday. So this is Baby Bear, this is Ursa. I'd like to invite you today to practice releasing into the present moment. We have this amazing evolutionary ability where we can both turn in toward the past and reflect on the past and look toward the future. And while we have this opportunity to be able to go forward and backward in our minds, it also has a downside in that it can really bring up regret when we're going into the past and worry when we're going too far into the future. And in actuality, the real opportunity to live is right here, right now. So I'm going to invite you to really practice to let all of the bouncing of the mind go, what the yogis call the monkey mind, so that you can really get into how you're feeling in your body. I know that I've been picking up a lot of tension along the back of the neck, the upper shoulders. That's where I tend to carry my tension. I know the throat, across the chest, the hips, the low back can also really carry a lot of tension. So I want you to just really be aware as you flow today what you need, and to explore and really be able to give yourself that attention. When we feel better in our bodies, we're able to not only be more present, but we're able to love ourselves and others a little bit more. So that being said, we're going to begin on our backs in reclined fish or supported fish. Options for this pose, you might use a bolster or a pillow if that would be good for you. Another option is to have a rolled up blanket, or I'm using my husband's mat here. That's another nice and even more opening variation. So I want you to just take some time to find what feels good to you. You are welcome in this reclined fish to come in with straight legs. And as you come down, I want you to really be sure that your head is supported. So you could come in with straight legs, or you could decide to come into a reclined butterfly, what's called Supta Baddha Konasana. And if you come in that way, you might like to use your blocks or a little prop, maybe even a pillow or a blanket there to relieve any stress. But you are welcome at any time to extend the legs. As you get comfortable, let your shoulders smooth down and just pay attention to any overarching in the neck. This is a pose that asks you to open the throat, but be mindful around what you are doing there. And then when you're ready, you can open your arms as wide as feels sustainable to you, letting the shoulders draw down again with the movement of your arms. Palms to sky are going to help you relax your shoulders even more. Wherever you choose to be, you can allow your eyes to softly gaze upon the ceiling, or you might let your eyes close completely if that feels more comfortable to you. Just taking some time here to settle, to maybe let the legs widen if they're extended. Maybe you let your pinky toes get a little heavier toward the floor. And as you become even more settled, I would like you to take the opportunity to welcome yourself to your practice today. And then next, let's take the opportunity to turn inward. First, just noticing how you feel in your body in those poses. Just noticing any areas that feel maybe a little tight, or anywhere that feels particularly open. And whenever you finish that scan of the body, maybe you allow your awareness next to move to your heart space, your emotional center. And again, just observe without attaching to any of these emotions, how you feel. What is the dominating emotion for you at this time? Remember, there are no bad emotions. They can be used as tools to better understand our tendencies. They all have a place. They are sacred. And whenever whenever you are finished with that noticing, I want you next to carry your awareness to the space of your mind. To just notice how still or how busy you are in that space. And when you are ready from that, you're going to bring your attention to your breath. I'm going to invite you to bring in Ujjayi breathing today. In Ujjayi breathing, we take a natural inhale. You might even feel your belly button expand outward from your spine. And on the exhale, you're going to hear this whisper sound at the back of the throat. It kind of sounds like this, between your ears. It's up to you if you breathe through the nostrils or the mouth. I know we are into allergy season, so if it feels more comfortable for you to breathe through the mouth, know that that is an option. So again, you're going to inhale into the belly. You'll feel the belly button move away from the spine. And on the exhale, hear that soft whisper, like the rolling of waves, sound between your ears. Continuing to let this breath ground you into the moment, you might decide to adjust the breath to help you balance emotionally. So if you've been feeling down or depressed, a longer inhale will help you balance. If you've been feeling anxious or nervous, a longer exhale, that longer whisper sound, will help you center a little more. And if you've been managing to maintain calm and centered, a balanced inhale and exhale might be a benefit. Try not to let there be any judging around this. Again, we stay in this place of observation so that we can really grow. When we step into judgment, it usually carries along with it guilt, shame, blame. And this mindset, this perspective, does not allow us the opportunity to move forward and evolve. Let's just take some time here to really rest into this pose, to allow the body to become heavy on the support into the earth. Feeling the ballooning outward of your belly on the inhale. Feeling the condensing back down, hearing that wave-like sound on the exhale. As you continue to breathe mindfully, you might decide to be curious around what brought you to the mat today, or be curious around what you need to balance. And in this way, we allow this to be our intention, our sankalpa. We place an intention on the practice, if that suits, by stating it as if it's already occurring with an I am statement. It might be I am at ease, I am present, I am relaxed. Whatever your sankalpa, allow it to weave into the practice now by stating it a few times in your mind as you continue to breathe with awareness. Relax your mouth, yogis, let the teeth part. Soften around your eyes. Very nice. When you're ready, if you're in reclined butterfly, you'll take hands to outer edges of thighs to press the legs back together. If you have legs extended, please bring your feet down to the floor. And when you're ready, you're going to roll to your side, either left or right, depending on what works for you. And you'll just pause in fetal position. If you'd like, you can press your support out of the way, or you might extend your left arm to rest, or right arm, depending on where you went, to rest your ear on your bicep. And just let this be an opportunity to notice how you feel across the heart space with that bit of a back bend. Maybe in the inner thighs, outer hips if you're in reclined butterfly. Continue with Ujjayi breathing if it serves you. And when you feel ready, you're going to press up just enough to push your support out of the way. And then you're going to make your way back down to your back. You might not want to have the support or ahead of you on top of the mat. We are going to go into a full body stretch here. So whenever you feel you're set up, please make your way back down to the floor. Extend the arms overhead, the legs long. We're going to do a little reach through each side of the body. So on your next inhale, reach through the right heel, the right fingertips get really long. The exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach through the left hand, left heel. And exhale, back to center. Let's do one more time, side to side. The inhale, elongating. Exhale, release. Inhale, elongate. And exhale, when you're ready, release. Bringing knees into the chest. You're welcome to hold the hamstrings or maybe the shins, whatever feels accessible. You can do a little rock and roll here. You might like to bring navel to spine and forehead to knees, coming into a ball. Chin into the chest is going to help open the back of the neck, even the mid-upper back. And when you feel ready, yogis, please make your way back to neutral. Head to floor. Bring the feet down to the mat. Let them be as wide as your mat here. We're going to go into a gentle twist known as windshield wipers. Open the arms to a T. If you'd like to continue with some heart opening, maybe you have a little bend in the elbows. On your next exhale, please lower both knees to the right, navel to spine. Maybe head rolls to the left. On the inhale, knees come up, head to neutral. On the exhale, knees lowering left, head rolling right. And we're going to continue side to side, nice and slow movement. Inhale, making you up to neutral. Exhale, come into this twist. Notice the little massage on the back of the skull. Inhale to center when you're ready. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more time, side to side before a hold. Just notice if you're breathing into the center of the chest. Remember that center of chest breathing keeps us in the sympathetic nervous system. We want to move toward the parasympathetic nervous system. It's our rest, digest, release nervous system. The next time that you bring both legs to the right, head to the left, please pause. I'm going to ask you to engage a little bit. So press the inner left foot into the floor. Feel some tightening in your glutes and your hips softly press forward. You are more than welcome to stay right here, or maybe you cross right ankle on left thigh and let that softly draw left knee down, continuing to press hips forward. Breathe into the sensation. Remember the mind's tendency to want to wander away when things become uncomfortable. If we are to truly release, we need to stay present. Maybe Ujjayi breathing, another round. That soft whisper sound, maybe even a longer exhale, helping you let go a little more. And with your next exhale, bringing right foot to floor if it's not. Inhale, navel to spine, bringing head up, knees to neutral. On the exhale, both knees to the left, head rolling right. Again, if you'd like, gentle engagement. Pressing right inner foot into the mat, feel the glutes tighten the hips, softly press forward. You are more than welcome to stay right here or cross left ankle on right thigh. Continue to softly press the hips forward. Where's your breath here? In this practice of observation, we notice what we notice, and then we ask ourselves, what next? How can I help myself move toward balance, whether it's body, emotion, or mind? Soften your mouth again, relax your eyes if you feel tension picking up. And on your next exhale, yogis, gently release left foot back to floor. The inhale, bringing head up, knees up, just pausing for a moment here, noticing how you feel. The effects of the work making themselves known. And whenever you feel ready, you're going to roll to one side and make your way up to all fours. When you get up to all fours, please bring knees below hips, wrists below shoulders. Again, if you're using a mat or maybe have a wall ahead of you, you're going to try to keep the wrist creases parallel with that top edge of mat or wall. Root down in the index finger, thumb, and again, let's engage the arms so we can be nice and strong here. You'll feel the inner elbows turn forward, the shoulders move away from the ears as we prepare for this cat-cow. On your next inhale, feel your belly lower and your chin lift as you softly reach your heart forward. The exhale is going to round your spine as you push the floor away. Navel to spine, back of heart lifting to the sky as you bring your chin towards your chest. On the inhale again, arch into cow. Moving through these polarities, helping to articulate the spinal column. Your exhale will round as you push the floor away. Again, navel in, back of heart lifting, separating the shoulder blades, chin into chest. As you continue to move here, please know I invite you to pause though, wherever you are feeling a little tight, a little sticky. As I said, I tend to carry stress in the mid-upper back. You might just hang out wherever you are feeling the most. Stay with the breath, stay with the sensation. Let's just go for a couple more rounds here. Deep breathing, Ujjayi breathing if you found it to be a benefit. Again, long exhales helping you release. Teeth part, relax around your eyes, even your gaze. You might even let your eyes drift closed. And whenever you feel that you are ready to come to neutral, please make your way. We're going to go through some rib circles next. I tend to be a visual person, so I think of this like I'm on the interior of a child's tunnel slide, and then I'm trying to touch my ribs all around that tunnel slide. So from here, again, strong arms, navel to spine. On the inhale, reach your ribs to the right. You'll feel the left side body cinch up. Lower the ribs down toward the floor. You're coming back toward that cow pose. Taking ribs to the left, right side body cinching up. And pressing the back to the sky, back into your cat. When you're ready, smooth it out. Inhale, circling through right and floor. Exhale to the left and the sky. Let's take two more in this direction. As big or as small as feels good to you today, or in each moment. Staying present. When you finish your second circle, you'll go the other way. Inhaling to the left, let's start slow. Dropping belly down toward the mat. Reaching ribs to the right. And pressing back to the sky. 3 more rounds. Let it smooth out as much as feels good to you. Please know if things ever feel clunky, it's most likely because you haven't really gotten into that motion before, and just go with the flow as best as you can. Be in the experience, not worrying so much about how it looks, but rather how does it feel? We tend to bypass sensation and go right with how we think things should be. And it's a wonderful thing to stop shoulding on yourself. 1 more this way. And when you finish, again, back to neutral. We're preparing for a toe stand and a little wrist stretch. So you might tuck your toes, and if you'd like, you can stay right here. You could even rock a little forward and back, again, keeping weight to the interior of the palm. If you decide you'd like to go a little bit further, you might come up to stand on the knees, or at any time, you're welcome to sit back on the heels. Just really be mindful around deep breathing. This is what helps us, again, come into the parasympathetic nervous system. If breath is shallow, I suggest making the pose a little more gentle to help yourself really focus on the release and the breath. Wherever you choose to be, please extend the arms forward. You're going to cross right arm on top of left. And then when you're ready, turn the palms together. Please interlace your fingers. And then you're going to bring hands into heart. Feel the shoulders down, your collarbones wide. Gently press the palms and softly grip the fingers. Let your chin come down, spacious in the back of the neck. As you continue to breathe, belly extending outward on the inhale. That whisper sound on the exhale as you feel it condensing back down. Notice if any of the usual suspects have begun to pick up tension, let them go. And please remember, at any time, if you need to come out of a pose, I would rather have you do what's appropriate for you than just simply follow along. Last round of breath. And on your inhale, you're going to gently unwind, re-extend. Release the clasp and take right arm under left. Interlace the fingers. When you're ready, hands in toward heart again. Shoulders down, collarbones widening. Feel the gentle press of the palms, soft grip of the fingers as you again let your chin move down towards your chest. Open in the back of the neck. How deep are you breathing? Scanning the body, noticing if there's any holding that you can immediately release. Let's just take 2 more rounds here as long as it serves you. And on your exhale, gently re-extend. Let the hands go. You might like to roll out around the wrists a few times. Pause wherever you feel a benefit. Make sure you get both directions. Maybe you'd like to spread fingers wide, roll through them. And whenever you feel ready, you're going to make your way back forward. If you'd like, when you untuck your toes, you are welcome to gently drum the top of the foot on the mat, encouraging blood flow back into the toes. And if you'd like, when you're ready, you can press fists into the floor, connecting the whole first to second knuckle. Really push the floor away. And then yogis, let's go ahead and take right ear to right shoulder. Feel really spacious in the left side of the neck, left shoulder dropping softly away. We're doing some slow rolling around the neck today. On your next exhale, bringing chin down toward chest. Continue to be mindful on your breath. And on your next inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Softly feel the right shoulder slip away. Remember, the breath connects you to the moment, gets you out of the mind, into right here, right now. When you're ready, softly lift the chin. We're going to go back the other direction. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin moving down to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Lifting the chin. When you feel ready, head back to neutral. Release your hands. If you would like, yogis, have your blocks nearby or whatever props you're going to use to help bring the floor up, should that be something that benefits you. When you are ready, we're going to go into down dog. Remember that the blocks are a wonderful way to help take any pressure out of the shoulders, if you would like to practice that. Or a chair would be wonderful to put your hands on the seat of the chair. That will really take off pressure. Whenever you're ready, wrist crease parallel to the top edge of the mat, spread your fingers evenly, stepping your feet back and lifting your hips to the sky when you're ready. If you'd like, you can step the feet in. I would suggest about hip width with your foot and maybe even a little bend in the knees. You're welcome to pedal the legs a little bit if you would like, or maybe you'd like to sway your hips side to side. Keep the navel to the spine, and let's create some engagement in the upper body. So again, index finger and thumb into the floor. Light pinkies, please. Feel the inner elbows turn forward, and the outer edges of your shoulder blades are going to lift. Allow your head to dangle free. You might do a little shake of yes or no. You might like to yawn your mouth open, stick your tongue out. A wonderful way to let go of stress around the jaw. Notice your breathing here. You're welcome to come back to that whisper sound at the back of the throat. And when you feel balanced in your work, please make your way into stillness. Preparing for a little squat to lengthen the spine. On your next exhale, you might come up onto the balls of the feet as you reach your hips back to your heels. Pressing hands into the floor and forward, encourage a little bit more length. Keeping the neck soft, maybe a little wiggle in the tail. And whenever you'd like, an inhale is going to press the legs as straight as feels good in the back of the leg. On your next exhale, please bring knees back down to the floor. We're preparing to go into lizard lunge here. So remember, blocks create space for us, and that's what we're looking to incorporate. So if you'd like, blocks come forward. You're having both hands to the inside of the right leg stepping to the outside of your right hand. You might like to step back in the left knee, tucking the back toes, totally up to you. And it's your choice here, yogis. You can have toes point straight ahead, your knee is following second and third toe. If it feels better, you might turn the toes out. Again, knee follows second and third toe. Wherever you are, wrists are below shoulders, you're keeping the weight in the interior of the palm. Feel the glutes strong, the navel to the spine. Wherever you choose to be, you are welcome to be still. Shoulders down the back, chin into throat, or maybe you'd like to take a little sway. Long exhales, helping you release. And please know there's a correlation between the hips and the jaw. So if you are noticing your teeth clench or tightness around the deep in your ear, I would like you to soften. Maybe yawn open again, let the teeth part, maybe even the lips separate. And let's take a little time here to be still as well. Shoulders down, check it out. heart lifting. If you would like to stay more grounded, you are more than welcome to continue here. You might even decide you feel open enough to maybe bring forearms down on your support. If you would like to go a little bit stronger in the back leg, totally up to you. You'll tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. And you could be straight up on the arms here as well. So you decide where you want to be. Play with it. Remember, this is an opportunity to explore. If you have back knee lifted, please reach through the back heel. Keep the glutes engaged wherever you are, navel to spine. Notice if the shoulders are creeping up, smooth them down, and let your chin come in. Feel nice and spacious in the back of the neck. A steady gaze will help promote calm and focus. Relax your eyes. How deeply are you breathing? Let's take one more cycle of breath wherever you choose to be. And at the bottom of your next exhale, left knee down. Untucking the back toes. Right hand to right thigh, please. We're going to find a little twist here. Keeping glutes strong, navel to spine. Smooth the shoulders down the back. And on your next exhale, press into both hands to gently twist to the right. I would like you to feel your chin to your throat as you look towards your right shoulder. Long exhales. We're just going to do one more round of breath here. At the bottom of your exhale, right hand back to block or floor, gently backing it up. You're going to bring right leg back when you're ready. We're making our way down to our stomach. You might like to set your props out of the way. And we're going into a beautiful shoulder stretch here. So please, heart stretch, I should say. Come all the way down, however works for you. So in this stretch, you are going to bring your left arm out into a cactus shape. And your right leg, your right knee is going to come toward your right underarm. You're going to look toward the right, and your right hand is going to be below your right shoulder. I'd like you to try to keep your left elbow in line with the left shoulder. And then you're going to feel your right hand push into the floor to create the stretch along the left along the left chest and maybe even the underarm. Feel the shoulders down the back as you gently press. Breathe into the sensation. Long exhales. Soften your mouth. Relax your tongue. Would that whisper sound at the back of the throat be a benefit to help you release, keep you present? Let's just take a few more rounds as long as you find this to serve you. And on your next exhale, you'll gently re-extend the right leg and make your way up into a Sphinx pose. So you're going to take your elbows below your shoulders. In this pose, it's a mild back bend, so it might feel better, and mild again is relative. It really depends on how you feel in your back body. But you might take your feet a little wider to feel better around the sacrum, the low back. Elbows below shoulders, pressing forearms into the floor. Keep the index knuckle thumb rooted, the shoulders drawing down the back. As you drag your hands back, feel your heart reach a little more forward. Chin draws down. You are more than welcome to stay right here if you'd like to play with it a bit. Maybe on the next exhale, you bend the right knee. Maybe you softly look towards your right shoulder. Again, chin to throat. Where's your breath? Noticing what you feel where. How can you help yourself release? On your next inhale, release right foot down. Gently take head back to neutral. And we'll do the other side if you'd like. The exhale, bending the left knee. Softly looking toward left shoulder, chin to throat. Get a nice stretch along the back side of the neck, whatever that means for you. Feel your belly into the floor on the inhale as it expands. Hear that wave-like sound on your exhale. Back of the throat. One more round. Bottom of the exhale, gently release the left foot. Head back to neutral. If you like, bringing the legs a little more into center. Wrists below shoulders. We're preparing to press up and back in a child's pose. Please move with care as we re-elongate the spine. Shoulders down the back, navel in. Pushing up with strength. Knees as wide as feels good. Remember, a wider knee feels more like a back bend. A closer knee feels more like a forward fold. Just let it be a conscious decision. You might like to snuggle the hips to the heels. If this is really uncomfortable, under the ankles, that rolled up blanket might feel really good there, or between the knee and the calf. You have options, you guys. You can extend the arms, elbows resting down. If your forehead doesn't make it to the mat, maybe you use one of your props below your forehead so you can wholly rest in the neck. If it feels like there's any pressure building, a long exhale out the mouth is like a steam valve. Let it go. You might like to do one more of those. When you're ready, yogis, an inhale is going to make your way back up to all fours. Again, knees come below hips. We're preparing for second side. You might like to bring your props back in to give you a little space to work. Remember, we're keeping both hands to the inside of the left leg, left foot to the outside when you're ready. If you'd like, you can tuck the back knee, maybe step the knee back a bit so you can find your edge. We're keeping wrists below shoulders wherever we are. Feel the tightening of your glutes, your navel to your spine, shoulders smooth down the back as the heart reaches forward. And if you'd like to play with that left leg, either toes straight ahead, knee following second and third toe, or turning out. Again, knee following second and third toe. You decide where you'd like to be. As the chin comes into the throat, the shoulders smooth down, begin to observe your breath. Long exhales, helping you release in the front of the right thigh, the psoas, and the outer left hip. Long exhales promote a little bigger release as you soften around the mouth, the tongue, your eyes. Take one more cycle here. And if you'd like an optional change, again, you're welcome to maybe bring forearms down, stay on the knee. You might decide that you want to build a little more strength in the back body, the extended leg. So you might lift the back knee. Continue to reach through the heel if the right knee's up. Glutes strong, navel in wherever you are. Shoulders down the back, chin to throat. Can you keep the heart reaching forward, always counteracting gravity? Observing how deeply you're breathing, if there's any holding coming in. What next? Are you going to continue to hold or shallowly breathe? Or can you invite that release? One more round, wherever you choose to be. And at the bottom of your exhale, right knee back to floor. Untuck the toes if you'd like. Preparing for this little twist in our lizard. Left hand to left thigh. Keep the glutes strong, the navel in. On your next inhale, shoulders down, lift the heart. And on the exhale, press into the hands and gently begin to twist to the left. You might even like to look toward the left shoulder. Again, chin coming in toward throat. Feel nice and open in the back of the neck. Deep breathing, yogis. We'll be here for just maybe 2 more rounds. On your next inhale, gently release. Left hand to block. You're going to, again, gently walk your hips back. Left leg coming back in your own time. Blocks to the side when you're ready. You're going to make your way down to your stomach again, preparing for the second side of our chest stretch. This time, right elbow in line with right shoulder. You decide on the angle of that hand, whatever feels best to you. Left hand below left shoulder. Drawing left knee up as much as feels good on the inner thigh. You'll set the right ear down to the floor. Wherever you choose to be, you're going to gently press into the left hand to create that nice stretch on the inner right chest toward the underarm. Feel the shoulders down the back and your breath into the floor. The inhale expanding down and out in the belly. The exhale, maybe that whisper sound, release, long exhale. Going to take several more rounds here. Really notice what lets go where. Let's take one more cycle as long as it serves you. Nice, you guys. And when you're ready, you're going to gently extend the left leg, pressing yourself up, right hand coming back, preparing for Sphinx, second round. Again, you're going to bring elbows below shoulders. Feet are as wide as feels good in the back. Root down the tops of the feet, the pelvis, the forearms, the index finger and thumb. Shoulders down the back as you drag your hands back on the mat, heart reaching forward. Again, let your chin come towards your chest. You again are more than welcome to stay here. Or on your next exhale, you might bend the left knee. You might look toward the left shoulder. Keep the chin into the throat. Get a nice stretch on the back of the neck. The inhale, feeling your wave-like breath into the floor. The exhale, feeling or hearing that wave-like sound between your ears, Ujjayi. Remember, when we can invite the present moment, when we can create release, we are allowing our body and our mind to function at the best that it can. They function best when we are at ease. On the next exhale, releasing left foot, head back to neutral. If you're choosing to go second side, exhale, bend the right knee. And if you'd like, gaze toward right shoulder, chin to throat. Feel a nice stretch at the back of the neck. On your exhale, gently release right foot, head to neutral. If you'd like, legs coming in a bit. Releasing down as we prepare to push up and back into child's pose. Wrists below shoulders, shoulders from ears, navel to spine. Pushing up with strength. Choosing how wide to have the knees or how close as you snuggle hips to heels. And again, your choice. Maybe support below the forehead or forehead resting toward the floor. You can keep arms extended, elbows heavy. You might like to bring the arms back. You might even find a hold there. Coming into a very complete feeling child's pose. Again, if you'd like open mouth exhales, let it go. One more round of breath if it serves you here. And on your next inhale, you're going to make your way up and to a seat. We're preparing for Baddha Konasana, a seated butterfly pose. It might feel good to get up and out of the waistline. You're certainly welcome to sit on a pillow or maybe having the blanket underneath your seat. Again, we're wanting that just to come to the front edge of the sits bones. In this butterfly pose, it's up to you how close your heels are to your bottom. You get a totally different stretch depending on where you set your alignment up. And if it would help, a block or blanket, pillow underneath the knee will help any torquing you might feel there. So let's begin by walking the sits bones back just a bit. There tends to be some rounding in the low back in this pose. Remember, we want to keep a little bit of a back bend in our forward folds. If you have low back pain, I ask that you stay upright or you really be mindful on the coming forward. Remember, once we get into this pain realm, it's really difficult to stay with this deep breathing to invite the parasympathetic nervous system forward. So no matter where you are, if you feel like you can't get that full breath, back it off a bit. Let your breath be of the utmost importance. When you're ready, shoulders down. Inhale, lift the heart and feel a little bit of a back bend. On the exhale, navel to spine, and you decide if you start to invite the forward fold. You can adjust your hold on the legs if you'd like. On your next inhale, chin to chest, shoulders down, heart forward. On the exhale, navel to spine. Just notice if and where you have some release. Again, inhale, heart forward, shoulders down, and a long exhale, navel to spine. Maybe you even feel the pinky toe edge of your foot press. This gets a little deeper to the inner thigh, the outer hip. Notice if you're overarching in the neck, let the chin come down. And remember that little guide. If there's a big stretch between the shoulder blades, this is a key that you are rounding in the upper back. That means you're shifting the stretch to the mid-upper back rather than really focusing it in the low back, hips, thighs, where we want to stay centered. No big deal, just come up, shoulders down, heart forward. Long exhales, helping you let go a little bit more. Let's just take a few more rounds here. Soft mouth. Relax your eyes. And on your next inhale, please gently make your way back up. We're going to extend the right leg here for Janu Shirshasana. Your left foot is going to go anywhere to the inside of the left leg that feels good on your knee. In this forward fold again, we're keeping the little bit of a back bend, and there's a tiny twist, so turn your navel towards your right kneecap. Flex the right foot, feel the right thigh grounding down. Again, you are more than welcome to stay straight up. Shoulders down the back, inhale, lift your heart wherever you are. On the exhale, navel to spine. As you maybe start to come forward, let the chin come down as well. On your next inhale, shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach your heart to the toes or to the sky. On your exhale, navel to spine. Let it be a long exhale. Ujjayi, whisper sound at the back of the throat if you find it to be a benefit. Remember, we're not forcing. You might even like to look. Are the toes straight up? Are they turning out to the side? It's a different stretch when toes are straight up to the sky. Let's just take a couple more rounds here in Janu Shirshasana. your next inhale, you're going to straighten your arms, press the torso up a bit. We're going into a side angle from here. Right hand is going to come to the inside of your right leg. Shoulders down the back, and on your next inhale, take your left arm up on a diagonal. With your shoulders down the back, you're going to reach your heart forward. Inhale. And on the exhale, press right arm into leg and use that to lean back a little bit more in the left side body. You'll feel your shoulder hugging in towards your spinal column gently. And it's up to you, whatever feels good on the neck here. Maybe looking to right thumb, maybe to left. It might be one point in between, but again, let it feel spacious. Notice your breath. How deeply are you breathing? Would that long whisper sound help you let go a little bit more? If you'd like here, you might even wrap the left arm into a half bind. Hand at the sacrum or forearm around the low back. You'll feel your left shoulder draw down and smooth back in space. Getting a little more into the front of the chest. And on your next inhale, you're going to take the left arm up and reach toward your right toes. You're keeping the left sits bone rooted and really extending through a straight elbow, fingertips. If it feels okay, look to left thumb, right thumb. You could look toward your knee, wherever it is. Let it feel good. And on your next inhale, lift the left arm. The exhale, releasing, and whenever it feels okay in your back body, gently come up. Just pause right down the center of neutral legs and notice how you feel along the left side body. This is one of my favorite sequences. It just really opens, makes me feel light in the side body. What do you notice? And whenever you choose, prepare for second side. I'm going to shift just so you can see me in a little different angle. Left arm forward, left leg forward. Right foot to inner left thigh. Again, prop that knee if it feels better for you. You're extending through the left heel, flexing the foot, left thigh down, a gentle twist towards your left kneecap. From here, shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift the heart, feel that little bit of back bend. On the exhale, navel to spine, and if it feels okay in your back body, invite that bit of forward fold. Next inhale, shoulders down, heart forward, let your chin come down. A long exhale, navel in, and just notice if your body decides to release a little more. You can stay with the Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, shoulders down, heart forward. Exhale, navel to spine. Long exhale. I know these long holding poses are usually where my mind wants to bounce the most. Can you really stay diligent with what you feel and the quality of your breath? And when your mind does wander, remember that's the mind's tendency. Try not to judge yourself on that, but instead, let it be a learning tool. Where does your mind go in those moments? And what helps you come back? Is it this awareness of breath and sensation? Is it this feeling in the body, in the pose? And let's take one more round here. The inhale bringing you up just enough to place left hand to the inside of left leg. Again, shoulders down. Your inhale will open the right arm on a diagonal. When you're ready, next inhale, reach the heart long. You'll feel a bit of a back bend. The exhale, pressing left arm and leg together to lean back in the right side body a little bit more. You might even feel the shoulder blade hug in toward your spinal column a bit more. And let's be mindful on what feels good with the neck. Left thumb, right thumb, one spot in between. You decide what feels right on this side. Deep breathing. If you'd like, on the next exhale, right arm around the low back, hand to sacrum, maybe forearm around the low back. Let your left shoulder smooth down and draw backwards in space. Notice the sensation. Can you continue to breathe into it? Soft in your mouth, relaxed in your eyes, present in your awareness. And on an inhale, reaching right arm along right ear. You're trying to stack your shoulders up here. Root the right sits bone and extend through a straight elbow, fingertips. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, right arm up when you're ready. The exhale will release, and whenever it feels appropriate in your back body, come up. Again, just pause right down the center of your legs in a neutral spine. Absorb all of that you've done. From here, we're going to make our way down to our back, a final twist to realign the spine. And then I would like you to have a block or maybe that book that I mentioned. If you need to go grab a book quick, do. We're going to massage the occipital ridge in the back of the neck. There are 4 major muscles that travel down the upper back, and we tend to really hold a lot of tension there. And this is just a beautiful way for releasing. So when you're ready, have that block available, and please make your way down. Open your arms to a T. Let your upper back be as smooth to the floor as you are able. For this final twist, I'm offering you to come into the windshield wiper hold that we did at the beginning. Or if you think that you would like to go a little further and it feels okay in your back, and remember, you're able to keep your shoulders rooted, you can bring your legs up, 90-degree angle, feet softly flexed. Hello, baby bear. All right, when you're ready, navel to spine, wherever you're choosing to go. The next exhale, slowly lower legs to the right. If you're not able to keep that left shoulder anchored, relax the bend in the knees, the flex in the hips. Maybe right hand comes lightly to outer left thigh. We're not pushing, we're just letting it be a gentle reminder of the twist. Again, you can let your head roll to the left. The inhale, feel all of that space in your left low back. The exhale, softening down little by little. Ujjayi breathing if it serves you. Two more if they are in your practice. The next inhale, re-extending right arm, navel to spine. As you bring your legs back up, you can go back up to that 90-degree angle. You might bring feet back first and then lift up if that's where you're going. And when you're ready, navel to spine, the exhale, control lower legs to the left. Maybe left hand lightly on outer right thigh. Again, no pressing, just a reminder of the twist. Right head turning to the right. Finding all that space in the right low back to breathe. Long inhale. Even longer exhale. Soft whisper sound at the back of the throat if you find it to keep you here and now. Last round. At the bottom of the exhale, you'll re-extend left arm, navel to spine, bringing legs up as suits you. You might like to bring knees into chest, or maybe go into a full body extension. You can rock, roll. Maybe you bring forehead up to knees. When you're ready, back to neutral. And you're going to prepare like you're coming into Shavasana. So if it feels better to you to not be flat on the back, you could again have a bolster underneath the legs. As you extend them, you could have your feet wide, let your knees knock together. You might decide that you'd like to go into reclined butterfly, feet together, knees wide. Stay on your back, please. I'm going to show you what to do with this block. So the block is going to just barely come below your head, and you just want it at the very bottom of that big ridge in the back of the skull. We don't want it into the neck region at all. So you're having it just into the back of the head. There are 4 points, 4 ridges along the back of the head that we're going to look for. So first, make sure you're nice and settled. And then whenever you are ready, you're going to gently roll your head all the way to the right. Just pausing there on the right for a moment, letting your head be completely heavy. The weight of your own skull and your brain helping to create a little pressure point there. Let the shoulders drop down. And again, your arms might be out nice and wide or closer to the body, maybe palms up so that you can really allow your shoulders to relax. This will help the neck relax. And then from that rolling all the way to the right, you're going to look for that first ridge. So it's about halfway back to center. You might even do a little rock and roll until you really become aware of that ridge. And then whenever you find you've got that sweet spot, pause, become still. Again, relax, letting the weight of your head create a nice little pressure on that point. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Come back to your breath. As we go through this, I want you to really be aware of picking up any tension, to release what you can. Maybe feeling the skin of your skull let go, the width of your brow. Relaxing behind and around your eyes, in between them. Let the eyes themselves be heavy, and your eyelids upon them weighted. One more beautiful inhale and exhale here. And then you're going to come about halfway back to center again. Find that second ridge. Rocking, rolling until you find that point. And then again, let the weight of your skull become heavy. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Notice if you picked up any tension in the face or the skin of the skull, and let it go again. Deep breathing. Belly extending outward on the inhale. Body releasing down on the exhale. Last round of breath here. And your next inhale is going to roll your head all the way to the left ear toward your support. Pause. Just let your head be heavy, relaxing the neck, the shoulders. Last couple rounds in this position. The next inhale, rolling you about halfway back to neutral. Rock, roll, find where that sweet spot is here for you. And when you've got it, relax, release down. The weight of your head again, create that pressure at the point of letting go. Soften the neck, the shoulders. Notice if you've picked up any tension, any holding around the skin of the skull, the brow, your eyes, your jaw. Maybe staying with that ujjayi whisper at the back of your throat. Each exhale. Last 2 rounds. The next inhale, rolling you about halfway back to center. Find that second ridge. Rock, roll. And when you found it, release down. Scan, notice if there's anywhere that you're holding, or you might invite ease. What's the quality of your breath? Can it go deeper? Remember, while the world presents us with things out of our control, how we respond is within our control. Slowing down, practicing presence, and creating the space for choice is key. This is how we step into our authentic power. And on your next inhale, yogis, gently roll back to neutral. You are more than welcome to keep the block below the head if that feels good to you, or you can take the block out as we prepare for Shavasana. Wherever you are, let the back of the neck be long. Again, make sure your shoulders are tucked under, arms are as wide as feels good to you, maybe palms to sky. I want you just to allow your breathing to be natural and nourishing. No control. Maybe you let that ujjayi breathing go completely. And on each exhale, I just want you to feel your body getting heavier and wider into the floor, toward the earth. And on each inhale, feel the front body getting lighter and brighter toward the sky. I'm going to go through some affirmations here, and you might repeat each of these affirmations in your mind. Just notice what resonates. I choose to feel present. I choose to feel at ease. I choose to feel release. I choose to feel relaxed. I choose to feel soothed. I choose to feel calm. I choose to feel that everything is okay. I choose to feel happy. I choose to feel secure. I choose to feel sure. I choose to feel effortless. I choose to feel harmony. I choose to feel focused. I choose to feel clarity. I choose to feel energized. I choose to feel confident. I choose to feel inspired. I choose to feel perfection. I choose to feel trust. I choose to feel satisfied. I choose to feel powerful. As always, yogis, I welcome you to stay right where you are for as long as pleases you. If you feel you are ready to invite the day back, you might gently begin to wiggle fingers and toes. When you're ready, moving on to rotating wrists, ankles, maybe gently rocking the head side to side. Gradually letting the movement become larger as it pleases you. You might even decide to go into another full body stretch, arching the back, spreading fingers and toes as you lengthen. You are welcome to roll to either side where you can pause in fetal position for as long as you desire. And when you choose, strong arms will help you press up into a comfortable seat. If you would like, palms coming together, thumbs resting at the heart. Taking an opportunity to practice gratitude for the breath, the life that enters your lungs, for your body, for the opportunity to practice presence and release. The love and the light in me recognizes and honors the love and the light in each of you. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I ask you to take this offering and pay it forward to help out another that is in need, whether it's your time, your talents, or your resources. Let's, even in this time of separation, create a different kind of community. Thank you, you guys.